Welcome back. This is Business Morning on Channels Television, and we've been profiling the Nigerian energy sector. And I still have in-house here with me Mr. George Itomi, an energy sector expert and, of course, oil and gas lawyer. Thank you for staying on, Mr. Itomi. Yes, you were talking about the PIB, and I was very much interested to know how the PIB that was passed is going to help with the fuel scarcity issues that we've been going through.
It's the PIGB, the governance bill. Yes,
bill.
And
yes.
all that. Yes, there's a provision under the bill for what we call the Petroleum Equalization Fund. And it's not a new concept. It's always been there. It's just been part of this subsidy arrangement. But this time it's been handled completely differently. There's a levy of 5% on every petroleum product that's bought, and that's what constitutes this fund that we made available to marketers, of course, subject to appropriation by the National Assembly, so that you can then have uniform pricing across. Because what that happens then, NNPC, of course, will no longer be importing fuel. The marketers will be doing that. There will be no issue about going to the government for subsidy. There's a fund that's already there that will be administered, that will be made available to these marketers to meet with any shortfalls in the market. Now, if you ask me, if you open up the industry like that, there will be many more players, and ultimately efficiency will determine price. And again, telecoms is a very good example. You open up the sector, you don't interfere, more players come in, ultimately prices come down. So this will happen. Petroleum, yes, subject to the vagaries of the international market. The reason why there was a price increase was because crude oil prices have gone up, which is an irony because we don't refine here. But having said all that, the good news also is that the Dangote refinery is coming on board. The modular refineries are also going to come on board. So we're going to also be seeing an era in which a lot of our crude oil will be refined here for domestic use. Pretty much what we're looking at towards the power sector. Our gas, instead of being liquefied and exported, you get gas to power. So if you do petroleum for refining in Nigeria, it will grow significantly. It will give you jobs, high-quality jobs. Many more of these petroleum byproducts will be made available. Competition will set in, and ultimately, we're going to see prices come down. Now, so there'll be affordability, just not availability, but affordability. The
funds that you talked about, does that mean that the sector will still be regulated, or you have the importers, put
no,
up their own prices, let the market
I told you,
determine?
There's a serious regulator there, the NPRC, the Nigerian Petroleum Regulatory Commission. They'll be sitting like the NERC does to the power sector. They will make sure everybody plays on the straight and narrow. It is where the funds come from that is significant here. This is going to be a levy on all petroleum products that are bought, a 5% levy. So that's where the funds to create this uniform pricing will come from, no longer from the coffers of the government, NNPC, as we see today, which is where we have so much of all these problems. So once you eliminate that source, of course, it will be a heavily regulated industry, and it needs to be so. And I told you, as I told you, right now we have too many different regulators. Once you have one single regulator, it removes all the uncertainties, and that is what attracts businesses. So looking up on the bright side, many more people will be attracted to invest in the Nigerian petroleum industry. Just a quick one
before I let you go. How can government begin to consolidate in some of these achievements, particularly entering the election year?
I try not to be political about it. Let the actions speak. If Nigerians see a dividend, they will vote correctly.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, Mr.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, I've been speaking with George Itomi. He is an energy sector expert and an oil and gas lawyer. We've been profiling the Nigerian energy sector. And that's it on the program for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Chimeze Obi Iwawu.